I've seen a lot of people blame their printer when their stationery doesn't come out the way they envisioned it. Whether it's printing related issues or something about your design just looks off and you can't put your finger on what it is. And the reason I'm making this video is because over the last 4 years, I've made so many different kinds of stationery that I've probably run into almost all the design and printing issues you can think of. So here's the big problem. The truth is, it probably isn't your printer's fault. It's that your design wasn't created with printing in mind. So even if your design looks perfect on screen, it won't come out like you envisioned if the design isn't adapted to the printer's mechanics and limitations. So here are the 3 root causes of why your stationery isn't printing like you envisioned and how to fix it. Root cause number 1. You didn't design for your printer's non-printable area. Printers physically cannot print edge to edge unless they are truly borderless. And even if they are truly borderless, they expand the file a little, which means that the outer edge of your design might be cut off. Here are some issues you might run into if you don't design for your printer's non-printable area. A white border is added to the design. Your design prints with a bigger margin than what you designed. Your design prints with a white border that cuts into your design. Borderless printing cuts off the design edge. Or when you do set your printer to print borderless, it still prints a white border. Every printer has a non-printable area, and you have to learn what that area is for your printer. You can do this by printing a full color page. So what you do is you go on Canva, you make your whole page one color, you download the design, and then you print it. Then your printer will add its white border and you will see where the limitations are. But you also need to understand your printer's settings. When you select Fit to Page or Shrink or Fit to Printable area, this prints your design within the border, so within the printer's non-printable area. Whereas if you select Actual Size Printing, the border that the printer creates will cut into your design, except if your borderless setting on your printer is on. So when you create your design on Canva, you can design specifically for whichever setting you prefer. If your design already has a margin around it and you are going to print it on white paper, then selecting Actual Size Printing will keep your margin exactly as designed because the white border is cutting into your white margin, so you don't really see a border if you have designed a margin thick enough. If you decide to print borderless, you have to keep in mind that it will expand your design a tiny bit over the edges. So this is where you'll create your design with a bit of bleed, meaning that when you create your design, you add a small bleed around the design, which you don't mind having cut off. So if you keep your printer's non-printable area in mind when you create your design, you might run into less problems and waste less paper. Root cause number 2. You didn't design for paper movement or duplex mechanics. Printers are mechanical devices, not perfect presses. So here are some of the issues that you might be facing. All the pages print in a slightly different position, meaning that every page is about 1 or 2 millimeters off. You experience front and back misalignment, especially when trying to print bookmarks or business cards. Your printer physically can't print duplex or doesn't have that option. And you might be misunderstanding the printer setting flip on long versus short edge. So here's one thing that you have to realize with printers, and that is that perfect lineup isn't very realistic. You have to create design layouts that tolerate printer movement. And what I mean by that is that you have to try and create your designs in a way that if it moves 1 millimeter left or right or up or down, that it isn't a train smash when you print it. This often also means that you have to let go of perfectionism. Let's say, for example, you want to print a tear-off notebook, but after you print it and bound it, you realize that when you flip through it, some of the designs are a bit higher than others. And that's honestly okay. It's going to be really difficult to get it perfect. One of my students in my stationery business course actually said a very wise thing once, and that is perfection doesn't exist. And when we are able to let go of perfection, we can move forward with freedom. But let's also talk about printing duplex, which means printing back to back. If your printer cannot automatically print duplex, you have to figure out how to manually do it. It is possible. This also means you have to figure out exactly how your printer prints. Which side of the page does it print? Which side is up? Which side is down? And the way you do this is by making a mark on your paper. For example, if you put a page in the paper tray, make an arrow of the direction you put the paper in the tray. Also write on the paper, front, back. Then you know which side faced front when you put it into the tray. Now you print your design, and then you can see which direction the paper came out and which side of the paper it printed. If you know this, then you can start figuring out how to manually print duplex or back to back. This does take some trial and error, so be patient with yourself and with your printer. The last thing under root cause number 2 that I want to address is misunderstanding flip on long edge versus short edge. This setting is of course only used if you want to print back to back. Flip on long edge means that when the printer is done printing on one side of the page, it will flip the page on the longer side of the page to print on the other side. If you select flip on short edge, then once the printer printed on one side of the page, it will flip the page on the shortest edge and then print on the back. So if you want to try and figure out which setting you should choose for which kind of stationery, try thinking how you are going to use this product. Will it be flipped on the longer edge? Will it be flipped on the short edge? If you have a landscape product, will that be flipped on the long edge or the short edge? So it's really just about thinking it through. Root cause number 3. You exported or printed it incorrectly. This means that either your file settings or your printer settings were incorrect. Some of the issues that you might be facing are: the print looks slightly fuzzy, you don't understand PDF print versus PDF standard, using the wrong software or your browser to print, printing with the wrong paper size selected, trying to print from an image instead of a PDF, or you're experiencing color accuracy issues. One issue that I see very often is when people try to print their stationery from an image instead of a PDF. The problem with printing your designs as images is that an image doesn't carry the same strict size settings like a PDF does. So the printing software might scale it incorrectly or add a big margin. A PDF is locked into a defined page size and preserves layout dimensions more reliably. Images can also lose sharpness with fine lines. For example, your writing lines might look a bit fuzzy, whereas usually with a PDF you get crisp lines and sharp text. And this is because PDFs are interpreted as documents, whereas images are interpreted as photos. Images also open the wrong app to print. it usually opens with a photo viewer, whereas a PDF usually opens in a proper PDF viewer. And a PDF viewer has more control over printer settings, scaling, and paper size. Another thing I also see a lot of people do accidentally is they print with their browser. Once you've downloaded your project and you just open it, a lot of times it automatically opens in your browser, and then you click print and print it with your browser's printer settings. These settings are very limited usually and causes issues with paper size and margins. I use the free version of Adobe Acrobat Reader to print my designs. Now let's talk about PDF Standard versus PDF Print. When you download your Canva design, you can either download it as PDF Standard or PDF Print. PDF Standard is usually for digital use, whereas PDF Print is, like the name says, it's better for printing. This is because it downloads in a more crisp and higher quality version. But on Canva, when you select PDF Print, then there's also the option of the color profile, which is either RGB or CMYK. RGB stands for red, green, blue, and that is the color profile of your screen. Everything you see on your computer screen is usually made up of either red, green, or blue. So this means downloading PDF Print with RGB can be used as a high quality digital PDF. It can also influence how the design prints. Usually if you download it as RGB, the printer will try to keep the colors as close to it is on your screen. But I would actually recommend you download it in CMYK because that is the color profile of your printer. Your printer usually uses these 4 colors. CMYK stands for cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. So when you download your file with a CMYK color profile, you basically speak your printer's language, and this can actually lead to more accurate color printing. A lot of printers actually also just print both the same. So whether you download it in RGB or CMYK, your printer might print them the same. But let's say you've tried both and you still have color accuracy issues. One thing that you have to realize is that the digital screen is different than real life. Have you ever noticed that the color on your phone screen might look different from your computer screen? This means that the color of your design can look different on every screen. So the chances that it will print in real life exactly as it is on screen is actually pretty small. One solution that I can give you for this is to print your design and then look at the color, and then you change your screen color settings to match the printed design. Either that, or you can keep adjusting your design's color to print out the way you want it. But I do want to tell you that you have to keep in mind that some printers will still have some color limitations, even if you've done everything right. So if you are very specific about your printer has to print this specific color, then it might be difficult for your printer to do that. But designing for printing is just one part of the process. Designing from the beginning to account for cutting, binding, and physical use is a completely different skill. So, I'm launching a live interactive Canva stationery workshop on March 14th to help those who specifically want to design their own stationery from scratch. At the launch of it, I'm going to teach you how to actually think like a stationery designer, how to create a design from scratch, how to master print settings, and how to design for real-world use so that your stationery vision can tangibly come to life. Now, on top of that, I wanted to do something really special for the first 10 people who pre-book. So I've decided to give away my ultimate small business planner PDF with the cover printing guide for free to the first 10 people who pre-book. You don't have to, you'll still get access to the full workshop anyway. But if you are one of the first 10 to book, you'll get the free planner PDF and guide. So if you want to join the live Canva workshop, click the link in the description to register. I'll see you live March 14th. It's going to be awesome. So now you are able to ask yourself the question, is my printer really the problem? Or can I adjust my designs in a way that works with my printer? If you've watched till the end, comment below this emoji so that I know who the real ones are. Remember to leave a like on this video if you found it helpful, and then I will see you in the next video.